The processing officer will review the completeness of the requirements and documents filled out by applicants. Applicants must pay the assessment fee at the cashier.
We have applicants here for the assessment for the bread and pastry production and seafood. We will conduct the assessment on May 15, 2025, 8 a.m. at our assessment center.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. Are you available on May 15, 2025 at 8 a.m.? We have applicants here for the assessment for bread and pastry production and seafood.
Okay, sir. I am available on that day.
Okay, ma'am. Kindly come to the Competency Assessment Center to sign your appointment and please report to the TESDA Provincial Office.
Well, sir, thank you.
Alright, let me check this.
PT course and 5% reserves. So the different tasks to be performed for bread and pastry production and seafood are bread baking 3 hours, pastry making 2 hours, cake making 3 hours, and PT course making 2.5 hours. We will collect evidences through observation, demonstration, oral questioning, and written examination. So to determine your knowledge and skills in bread and pastry production and seafood, the assessment method we will use will be written examination, observation, demonstration, and oral questioning. This assessment method can help to measure if you are competent or not competent in bread and pastry production and seafood. We also have things that need to be considered. If there are any religious practices being observed by your religion, just tell me so that I can allow you to observe whether you are required to do by your respective religion. For those candidates who need to take their medication or maintenance within the duration of our assessment, just inform me and I will allow you to take your medication. For your personal needs, the laboratory is located at the end of the hallway, and you can also take your meal at our canteen. It is located in our lab. However, during our assessment, you are not allowed to leave the premises of the assessment center. Understanding the instruction? Please don't hesitate to inform me because I am willing to translate it for you. Also, during the written examination, if you have dilemma writing down your answer, don't be shy because you cannot set your answers verbally. So we have laws and rules during our assessment. For the laws, we should follow the security policy and procedure and follow rules on use of facilities. For the don'ts, we have using cell phone during assessment and taking pictures, leaving the premises of the AC without informing the assessor or any staff, and last, loitering on the premises. So if you have concerns, questions, or there's a need to clarify matter about the assessment, you may raise your hands. But once the assessment is started, please refrain from asking questions because it is no longer allowed. In the same token, during the assessment, if you have physical or any form of difficulties, do not hesitate to call my attention so we can address it immediately. If you are not satisfied with the result of the assessment, you can appeal in writing. Address it to the EC manager immediately after the assessment and not several days after. You should not sign the rating sheet and the cards. For the issuance of national certificate, TESDA is currently implementing the e-certificate system. It started August 28, 2023 up to the present. They will be running a parallel implementation. If you achieve a competent result in your assessment and chose the e-certificate, your national certificate will be sent to your provided email address within 1 day after the assessment. If NC or your COC will be claimed by our representative, these are the things that you should keep in mind. For the renewal of NC, it is 5 years validity, and these are their requirements. After the assessment, if you found to be not yet competent, don't worry, because you can be reassessed anytime at your own convenience. In case of reassessment is full qualification, you have to undergo the whole assessment process. If you are found to be competent in some unit of competency, the reassessment shall focus on unit of competency where you found not to be competent. Also, if you failed two consecutive assessment, you will be required to undergo a refresher course before applying. With regards to the result of assessment, we observe strict confidentiality. This is to ensure your integrity. The results only made available on authorized personnel and to the institution where you had your actual training. In relation to this, the assessment package is kept in a secured place to guarantee the integrity of the assessment package. May I ask candidates to refrain from giving away any form of information that took place during the assessment process. During the actual assessment, please observe safety as per pulling the cord as unplug the equipment. Observe proper body mechanics when lifting heavy equipment and avoid back injuries. In case of an accident, please call my attention immediately so that we can provide you with first aid, and our first aid cabinet is located on the right side of our laboratory workshop. If you don't have any questions or clarifications, then I'm going to distribute the specific instructions. Please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask questions further. I may be translating from English to your local dialect. If you need assistance, then I'm more than willing to assist. I will give you your assignment. So everybody must be ready now. Candidate number 1, you may proceed to the assessment area, and for the rest, please remain while I'll call your number. Conduct competency assessment. Collect the evidence and make the assessment decision. To simulate the assessment process, 2 candidates will be shown performing the task in this video. One candidate will represent being competent, while the other one is not yet competent. Explain to the candidate the task to be performed.
This is our assessment area where you will going to perform presentation.
Ask the candidate to read the specific instruction to the candidate once more.
Please read the instruction again.
Ask if the candidate has questions or clarifications regarding the instructions.
Do you have a question? You can ask now because as soon as assessment begins, you can no longer ask me any questions. Ma'am, I don't have any further questions. In that regard, you may begin. Please be informed that after the demonstration will be oral questions. Okay?
Conduct assessment in accordance with the methodologies specified in the evidence plan and the specific instructions for the competency assessor. Implement the evidence gathering process and ensure its validity, reliability, fairness, and flexibility. Observe the candidate and keep notes of the candidate's performance during the entire conduct of assessment. These notes will be used for the provision of feedback to the candidate's performance during the assessment. Collect appropriate evidence and match compatibility to the elements, performance criteria, range of variables, and evidence guide in the relevant units of competency. In the relevance units of competency, judge the evidence in terms of the dimension of competency, task skills, task management skills, contingency management skills, and job or role environment skills. In terms of validity, consistency, currency, recency, authenticity, and sufficiency. After the demonstration, the candidate will be asked a series of questions based on her performance during the pastry making for the oral questioning. The candidate number 1 is able to answer all the questions asked by the assessor. Number 2 will also be able to answer all the questions, though some of her answers are incorrect. Record on rating sheet details of evidence collected and judgment made. About the candidate's performance. Let's